The Lesser Evil by Elizabeth Mcdonald. Read for you by Steve Campbell. Anna. Joe walked through the shop, past the front counter and into the small kitchenette behind the gas station storeroom, where I sat at the table with Tom. I tried to remain engrossed in my studies while Tom played games on the laptop. Anything to avoid having to interact with Joe. Our father had prayed for and anticipated a son first, as did his brother and their father before them. My mother had prayed for the same, and wept when I was handed to her. Her tears were not out of disappointment as much as fear for my future. Her prediction of the harsh future that lay ahead of me and the harshness of life for a son born second to a female, a lesser. From the corner of my eye, I watched Joe sit down at the table opposite my brother. They were best friends, growing up together for the past 16 years in the small, isolated town of Tangent Springs. I was 17 months Tom's senior, in age only. I was coming up for my 18th birthday. Not that there was much value in being 18 here for a girl. I sat focusing on my assignment, but could feel Joe's eyes looking me over, searching out any exposed flesh. My skin began to crawl as I realized he had honed in on the top button of my shirt, which had become unclasped, revealing perhaps an inch of cleavage. He never so much as attempted to hide his interest in my flesh, or any other girl's for that matter. As a lesser, I could only shift my position to avert his eyes and fix the button. I longed to tell him where to get off, but that would cause more grief than it was worth. Finally, Tom and Joe moved their focus to an internet search, while I continued with my studies. I listened in to their conversation, but made little sense of what was being bandied around. Ropes, knots, kill effect, victim fear, the pleasure kill, and torture killings. "Are you boys planning to go hunting?" I inquired stupidly, immediately regretting my asking. Joe raised his eyes from the screen, noting no cleavage to ravage. "Yeah? You want to be my bait?" I didn't reply. Instead, I packed my studies up to remove myself from the discomfort of being sized up like a potential trophy head for some wall, just waiting to be slaughtered and mounted for pleasure and ego. "I've got to help Mother in the shop."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?